Hey guys, this is NightDragon669 coming to you with my nath with Guiltleaf commander deck, and I'm gonna talk to you about Nath. He's a legendary elf, 3 colors, 1 black, 1 forest. Upkeep. I can attack opponent discard a card. Whenever opponent discards a card, I get a token elf. Now these are the lands. I run 13 forests. Shinzo's Death Storehouse, Vajuka Bug. Pretty much you can see these are here. They're self-explanatory as they go. I run 15 swamps. There's a jungle. And then coming up now we have some of the cards. There's Realms Uncharted. Much lets me search for 4 lands. Sundering Vine is nice as it's got a Convoke, so I can pretty much pay for 3 at any time, as long as I have 3. Tower Above is pretty nice. It gives me pretty much a buttload of abilities. Waste Not, that's a little fun card I'll explain at the end. Some things that can go along with that. Next we have Even Granger. It's a tutor pretty much. Eye Blight, pretty much destroy non-elf. Elfheim Sanctuary lets me search for lands. I even missed my draw step though. Doomblade, another destroy creature thing. Next we have Diabolic Servitude, which is a nice little card. Lets me return stuff from the graveyard. Magistrate, any standard elf deck will run that. Put counter for each elf you control. Access Hoarding, key staple of all elf decks. Next we have Kaisa. She's +1/+1 all green creatures I control. Innocent Blood, another sacrificial card. A little fun there. Crackling Fiend's nice because when it comes into play, I can make my opponent discard a card. Nice multi-commander. Patrol lets me kinship. Demon's Path, let me look at the top of my library. If it's an elf, I can put in play. That's a little fun card, especially when your mana is short. Farhaven lets me tutor for a land into the field tapped. Liliana Vest, another discard card. Next we have Leaf Gilder, lets me add 1 mana to my mana pool, tapping it. Next we have Gaia's Herald, lets me counter creature spells and worldly effects. Green Seeker, discard a card, search the library for a land. Hunter of the Eyelight comes in play, puts counter on target creature I don't control, destroy target creatures. Gibbering Descent, oh that's a little fun too. Let's go into more detail on that later. Crypt Keeper, bring a card back from the graveyard. Next we have Rushy Secret, target player opponent discards 2 cards, and I put the top 2 in my library graveyard. Next we have Destroy Target Artifact, get rid of those Soul Rings, and it gives me 3 mana. Wild Growth, it gives me a little extra mana. Next we have Haywood Battlegrounds, add 1 mana, I can sack it to add 2 anytime. Jagged Scar Archers, gives me a number of elves, it's good to get around flying. Vine Breeder lets me remove an elf from the grave at 3/3. Ghoulie Dress Spectre is a little fun little thing with this deck. I'll go into more detail later on that. Allosaur Rider, it's a little fun too. Furious Perfect, it's another fun card there to play with an elf deck. As you can see, this is Tribal Elves going into Dryad now. Then you get Oppression, it's a fun card. Next we have Elvish Eulogistics. I'm sorry if I'm saying these names right, sorry. I'll just let you guys read the cards as I talk over them. If you want, you can slow it down. This is my first attempt at doing a commander of this style. It's kind of a time-consuming one opposed to the, just show the cards out. But every time I do it, it doesn't come out right. So hopefully by doing it this way, you can actually see the card, read the card, stop, take notes. I do hope you guys do leave comments below on this. I am looking for as many tips as I can. I double counted this 4 times. It should be 100. If you count this again or you can find that it's not, please do leave a comment below what you would add, subtract, or how you'd modify this in a way. I am always looking for tips. I was hoping to make this appear on the Commander Deck YouTube channel that's on there. I'll put a link in the description below for that channel. But the way they wanted it wasn't working out. The way they wanted me to format it, really hard time to do it. Another land search effect. You'd be surprised with the amount of land search I have in this deck. Going at it. This deck is more like hand control, funny shenanigans. It's not so much. I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those decks that you played it for fun, and obviously for L's. I'm getting her soon. That's why she's here. I have a proxy for her now in the deck that I use at fun play. So we're nearing the end, I think. Here, the deck. To talk about games I played with this deck, I recently used it wasn't a headhunter. It did pretty well, though. One of my other decks, which actually I want to give a tip out to the mana source, is Tajik. I made a version of that, and it held out against the mill deck. And we're getting close to the end there, so nath here is a card on its own that can hold. It lets you make opponents discard at your upkeep, and you get a token for every time they discard a card. Moving on, we have Spectre. He gets +3/+3 as no opponent has cards. As an opponent has no cards in hand, and he makes them discard a card when he deals damage to them, and he's a flying for 4. Next, we have Bottomless Pit. Self-explanatory enchantment. Each player's upkeep, that player discards a card at random. Good with Nath, because whenever they discard a card, you get a token. Next, we have Waste Not. This card is so much fun to get on the field with Nath. Discards a creature, you get a zombie. Discards a land, you get 2 spawns. Discards anything else, you get to draw a card. Next, we have Gibbering Descent. Each player's upkeep, they lose a life and discard a card. It does have Hellbent, which is its downside, so if you have no cards in hand, you skip your draw step. But you can play it for Madness.